8:42 here on this Tuesday morning. We know we could all use some help when it comes to time management.
Most certainly. Cynthia Bazin from SmartChic Laser Focused Mentoring is here with some simple but effective ways to keep you more on task, right? That's the idea.
Absolutely, right? It's so hard to stay productive sometimes because of distractions, right? And sometimes it's just hard to stay motivated. So 5 things, and maybe one of these things we can all apply today, at least one of the things.
It's only January. I'm already nervous.
Right?
But some people have given up on some of their goals already. So you know what, just kind of get back into the groove. So the first tip I have is put together a critical list of things you need to do in the day. So a lot of times people come to me and say, you know what, I got so much to do, everything's a priority. If we actually look at your list, not everything is critical. So like making money, your self-care, you know, whatever it is, there's 1 to 3 things that are really critical. Try to write those down, keep them in front of you too, because if you write them down and you don't have them in front of you, it's not going to be that critical. Have them in front of you and try to get an early win. I always try to, you know, it builds momentum for you to get other things done. So try to get one of the critical things done first thing in the morning.
I dig it.
So like, I don't know if this works or not. I've been trying to teach my son to make his bed early in the morning. I'm like, if you make your bed at the start of the day, no matter what happens the rest of the day, you've accomplished at least that.
Yes, it really is important for discipline too. You know what I mean? And it becomes a habit. Just like exercise. You know, I do it first thing in the morning. Get it done. It builds momentum for other strong things to happen during the day. So that's a great thing to teach. How's it working?
Right, exactly.
Anyway, you say time block everything. What does that mean specifically?
So it means a couple different things. Is that putting a time frame on everything. So say for example, you know what, you want to work out, Courtney, right? And it's like, I got to work out sometime today. Well, things get in the way and it never happens, right? So saying, you know what, at 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to work out for a half an hour. People in business, if they need to make sales calls, it's good to chunk it together and say, you know what, between 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock, I'm just going to knock out these calls. What it does is it structures your day. It's sort of like if you work in a company, you know when you have meetings, you know when you're going to go to lunch, you know what I mean? It structures and it makes sure you don't put too much into your day.
Well, and this seems so basic, but actually setting a timer, so a physical timer, something that makes noise.
Does that increase anxiety though at all?
See, that's what I'm thinking too, right?
Well, like I said, you know, which ones work for you, apply which ones out of these 5. But for me, because I'm an entrepreneur and I work by myself, you know what, I really need to keep pushing. So it really helps to have, you know, again, if you want to do something for an hour, how many times does it just fly on by and go, oh my gosh, 2 hours went by, 3 hours went by. So having that timer in front of you saying, you know what, I've only got 1 hour and 59 minutes, you know, it kind of gives you that motivation to push and maybe set a reward if you get that done within that time frame. So again, it's for those people that need that little oomph, you know what I mean, to keep moving.
And you know, the next one you kind of mentioned already, take advantage of high energy times. If you're most productive in the morning, like get into it in the morning. If you're most productive in the evening, maybe wait till then. Right.
So my peak time is early morning. So I try to get so much done, and by like 1, 2 o'clock when I kind of dip, you know what I mean? I don't do those things that take a lot of brain cells, a lot of focus, right? So if you can, we can't always do it, but certain things. So if you're a night bird, you know what I mean? And that, you know what, you can get things done in the nighttime. It just really helps. And just double up on your productivity. So when those times when you know you dip, you can kind of chill a little bit.
And you know, this last one, a lot of people probably take for granted. If you create an inspiring space, it actually makes a difference.
Right. And so an inspiring space to me, to you, it might be a little bit different, but for me, I cannot have clutter. Okay, I can't have all paperwork all around me. You know, I just don't get anything done. I feel kind of frozen. So for me, it's really clearing off the space, you know, maybe having a nice smell, a candle going, maybe some music. I can work with music, some people can't. Just lighting. Getting a nice light, you know, sometimes people have offices in basements and they're just like, you know, it's so dark. So just doing some things to make it something, you know, that can be more productive for you.
This is extremely important if you work from home. It's so hard to focus and get yourself to be productive because you're on your own time. There's no one, there's
nobody's tapping you on the shoulder.
There's nobody standing over your shoulder. There's no boss saying you have to do this. So so all of this stuff can be related to exercise, you know what I mean? It can be related to business. It can be related to, you know, putting together appointments for doctors and stuff. So everybody's got an area that they really need to get done. So kind of take these tips and see how they can fit into your life.
All right. Productivity.
Yes, let's do it.
Got our life together.
Get it together.
Good to see you. Appreciate everything.
Great to see you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
8:40.